go to union who'll pay us 2 times within a month. Down in the clay country, and an hour from 12 to sit down and have our lunch. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country, with the industry booming, there's money held in gold. Down in the clay country, but there's no money to pay us, that's what we're being told. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. There's 25 men out, down in the clay country. Soon 150, then more if we just shout. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. The men at Carne Stents were the first down their tools. Down in the clay country. Then Gunheath and Penhale would follow Vincent's rule. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. The men swag in number as they travelled round the pits. Down in the clay country. And a got clays and will hose and the shift. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. The clay pit with no workers is a quiet, eerie place. Down in the clay country, with church towers of ivory cut into the rock face. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. Months, food and money it ran out. Down in the clay country, and explosions and violence filled the void of working shouts. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. You'll house and feed a policeman from Glamorgan, they said. Down in the clay country, but to house and feed the right squad, I would sooner see them dead. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. There's women and children out to bugle for the show. Down in the clay country. But there's policemen with buttons who will beat them till blood flows. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. The batons they fell on the ones who couldn't flee. Down in the clay country. But the policeman will rest well, the rest with you and me. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. After 6 weeks of hunger, some workers have gone back. Down in the clay country. With no stomach for violence and a fear of the buttons crack. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. By the 5th of October, the striking it was done. Down in the clay country. Oh, and nothing was gained and the companies had won. Down in the clay country, my bonny boys. Down in the clay country. Down in the clay country, they had to swap them